15 seconds or so behind Alan Prost, 13 or 14 behind Nigel Mansell, so he will be able to see where he's going, and we hope now to see if he's actually closing on Prost. Well, I've just been told you're watching Lauda passing Arnaud on replay, but unfortunately we can't see it, so you better make your own commentary.
Well, I'll tell you, while you're looking at whatever you're looking at, that the gap between Prost and Lauda, who is now third, is 16 seconds. And I will, of course, be putting the watch on the gap between the English driver in the JPS Lotus and the great Austrian Lauda in his now third position. So Arnaud is fourth, Alboreto is fifth, Rosberg is sixth, Winkelhock is seventh. In eighth position it's still Senna, followed by Lafitte, and Beloff has damaged the nose cone of his Tyrrell in 10th position.
Well, they ought to be in Australia. For those of you on Channel 9 who are watching, albeit in the middle of the night, I'm prepared to have a very large bet that you've got much better weather than we have, and you'll probably see more of the race. And we now have a picture.
Yes, we have a picture, and how nice it is to see it again. Of the leader, Alain Prost, coming through on his now 7th lap, and the gap between Alain Prost that you look at, number 7, and Nigel Mansell is about 3.8 seconds. No, it's less. Look at that. Nigel Mansell is closing right up on Alain Prost. Is the Frenchman in trouble, or is Nigel Mansell starting a charge? Prost there on Michelin tyres, and Nigel Mansell is on the new Goodyear wet, and it's a very fine tyre which went extremely well in the warm-up period. Picture's gone again, but the leaders are due. I'll give you the gap. It's now, there is Alain Prost. His engine is misfiring, and Nigel Mansell is sounding in good shape. 2.71 seconds, and this is lap 8. As you see Prost and Mansell going up the hill towards Casino Square, very close to each other, much closer than they have been. It's conceivable that Nigel Mansell is going to be up with Prost soon, but then he's got to get past him.
Well, Nigel Mansell is driving an absolutely magnificent race. He shunted himself up onto second position on the grid. There we are, fastest lap for Nigel Mansell. And he shunted himself up in practice. He's on absolutely top form. And if you look at it, there's not a lot of spray there because of the speed, but he really can't get any closer to Prost and still see where he's going. So I would suspect, the confident way in which he's holding on to Prost, I would suspect that Nigel is playing a waiting game, waiting for a mistake. There's no hurry. There's another hour and 20 minutes or so. Hour and 40 minutes before the race is over. And this is plenty of time to pressure Prost into a mistake or wait for the track to dry a bit when he'll be able to see better. And I would suggest that Prost is doing, that Mansell's driving a great race.
That's Francois Hainaut, as you see from the caption, the second of the two Ligier drivers. But into the swimming pool now, lap 8, Prost. And just see how Nigel Mansell is closing up on the Frenchman, who has already won 2 Grand Prix this year. Prost, Mansell. Now, where, if anywhere, can Nigel Mansell get past? He's going to have a big problem from now on, because he's going to be right in the spray of Alain Prost's McLaren, with Niki Lauda still third, Arnaud fourth, Alboreto fifth, Rosberg sixth, Senna seventh, Winkelhock eighth, and now watch Francois Hainaut going off at Saint-Devote. Going off the circuit, but not damaging the car at all.
Yes, but he's already lost his nose cone with his front wings, which is probably why he couldn't get any bite from the front tyres and went off there. But he is a long way from being in contention. There goes Prost, coming into the Casino Square, one of the more difficult parts of the circuit, particularly in the wet. The car goes very light over that hump where Mansell is now. You see the fog through which Nigel Mansell is trying to look. It reduces now because the car's going very slowly. This is a first gear corner, the station hairpin, and it really is very difficult.
Well, behind these two, There's a great scrap developing for 6th position between Keke Rosberg, who's holding it, and Ayrton Senna in his first year of Formula One Grand Prix racing, the Brazilian in the new Tolman. And he's got the good Michelin tyres this race. And that is Alboreto on lap 9. Michele Alboreto has stalled his car. I can't see where it is, but it looks as though he's obviously out of the race. He's gesturing that he wants a push. Well, he's got power. He's not being pulled back. It's downhill, he's trickling back, and Michele Alboreto is continuing his season of appalling bad luck, because number 27, the Italian, has won one race and failed to finish in all the others this year.
Yeah, we didn't see it happen. I would suspect that he had a spin and stalled the engine, and of course if he starts it with a push start, he is technically liable to disqualification. But of course the organisers would have to be brave people with 50 to 100,000 Italians here.
This is the battle I was telling you about. Keke Rosberg in 6th position, just ahead of Ayrton Senna in the yellow helmet and in the white Tolman, the new Tolman. And Senna has come up through the field. He started in 13th place and he's now 7th.
Well, Senna has shown an exceptional talent. He was, and the wet is where the talent shows. Ayrton Senna in Formula 3 last year was dominant, except for the challenge from Martin Brundle, but Senna has proved his talent subsequently. He drove in a celebration club race, if you like, for Yoders, in which yours truly came a distant and rather dismal 10th at the new Nürburgring celebration, and he won that and he beat everybody. And Senna is very, very talented indeed.
Now, Lafitte in, obviously, for tyres, which is very interesting because he started on wets. Now, I imagine he may have spun. There's Arnoux. And Senna and Rosberg, followed by Winkelhock and Stefan Beloff, with Lafitte coming out of the pits. And now, on lap 10, it is Alain Prost leading, 2 seconds ahead of Nigel Mansell. In 3rd position, it is Niki Lauda. In 4th position, it is René Arnoux. 5th now is Keke Rosberg. And in 6th position is Ayrton Senna. Or is he 5th now? No, it's still... And there's Senna. That's what John Nielsen did in the Formula 3 race yesterday, and he went off very badly indeed. But Senna's made a marvellous recovery. And in these quite indescribable conditions, the Monaco Grand Prix continues. We're on lap 11 now.
Yes, that is certainly the question mark over Ayrton Senna, because he's relatively inexperienced. And the problem with experience for a driver here is that it's very difficult to realise that this race, unlike most Grand Prix, in dry conditions, which is a sprint, and you drive flat out all the way, we're very much in a survival battle. And Ayrton Senna, going very quickly, might continue to try and go too quickly. And whilst I think he's capable of winning this race, I think it's very unlikely, because I don't think he quite has the experience.
Rosberg. And Senna. Round Casino Square. Into the drop down past the tip top. And that is Corrado Fabi. Corrado Fabi has spun his Brabham out of contention. And now we have Torme out of the race. We have Warwick out of the race. I haven't seen De Angelis for a long time. We have Cicotto out of the race. We have Alboreto out. And we now have Corrado Fabi on lap